Hello, I'm Fran from SJP Law,
Hi, I'm Donna, also from SJP Law.
and we're joined today for a conversation with Di Toseland, who is a neuropsychologist based in York. Good morning, Di.
Good morning, ladies. Lovely to speak to you.
Lovely to see you too. We're really thrilled that you could join us because we are itching to hear more about the Cafe Neuro that you've set up in York. Are you happy to share your story with us in terms of how it came about, how it's set up, how it works?
I am, yes. Well, Cafe Neuro York was an idea and something that developed out of many years of clinical practice, where I noticed that when people with a neurological condition came to clinic, you could do some really good work, but they need things that are more ongoing, that low level of support, because after a diagnosis of a neurological condition, often people's lives are changed completely, and it may be they have some cognitive impairment or physical impairment or some things affecting them, and it affects their social and emotional functioning. So they may lose and economic as well, so things to do with the social life, work life, everything really, as if life's been top sliced and that top layer of quality has been stripped away, and the difficulty of dealing with that is really quite very profound. It may be that a lot of people don't need intensive clinical psychology or clinical neuropsychology input or counselling or therapy, but to have somewhere they can go to talk to like-minded people, share experiences and get advice and support, and have somewhere to go where you don't have to explain your situation or apologise because you keep forgetting things or explain a bit about your difficulties. You're there because of you, who you are, and Cafe Neuro York is about people's ability, things they can do. And we've had some very exciting meetings, and one particular one was a drumming session, a music session with one of our members who brought a load of drums, and they were sort of African type drums, all different instruments. And the only person in the room who could do two different rhythms at the same time was somebody with a very profound disability. And when she first started coming into the cafe, she didn't really interact that much with everybody, and over time became more chatty as much as she could, and was clearly contributing and joining in, and everybody was like celebrating ability and being able to do things rather than the difficulties, like is often explained in clinics. Oh, you can't this, you can't that, this doesn't work, that doesn't work, oh, you have to stop this, you have to stop that, oh no, you won't be able to do that anymore. Well, you just find something else to do. All these kind of meant to be very supportive comments to support people changing their lives really are very depressing and difficult for people to deal with. And what I felt over a long period of time, that we would need something like that in York. And the term Cafe Neuro York came from the group, from the people saying what they would want and how they want it to be, how it wants to be run, really. And it basically covers the looking at the World Health Organization definitions, and I'm looking down because I'm going to be reading bits now. And so the World Health Organization model of well-being looks at a sense of contentment, and health is not merely the absence of disease or infirmity, but a state of complete physical, mental and social well-being, where you're happy, you have good, fulfilling relationships, you can give joy to others as well as to yourself. And that sounds a bit of a tall order, really. And looking at the model of well-being that the World Health Organization uses, cats come in. That's the difficulty of doing things at home. You have
an authentic recording, don't you worry, Di.
Another one joining us any minute. But the World Health Organization model of well-being is a really good one, and it seems to cover most of the points that a lot of models cover. And it's an ability to connect with others, being active and engaged in things, keeping and learning new skills, giving to others and being mindful. And these are the principles we want to foster with Cafe Neuro York. And we've met when we could before COVID. We met once a month on a Thursday evening, and we had all sorts of presentations and people coming to talk to us. And it wasn't like you sit in a row and you listen to a lecture. It was very much interactive. And as we told people who came to talk to us, more of a conversation that you're having with the group.
It's really engaging.
Absolutely, to totally engage with people. Oh, sorry. You might not come back. So, and all the things and active things, we had lots of plans for things to happen in the future and things planned that we now can't do. We also had our Monday morning cafe once a month at the Folk Hall in New Earswick, and we would just meet for a chat and a coffee and see who came and who turned up and just have it very, very informal. And that worked really well too. The evenings we met at the Sunflower Centre at St Leonard's Hospice, but I think that's not going to be possible for a long time if we can go back. So the future, we'll have to decide where we go.
Have you managed to meet virtually, Di, since COVID?
Yeah, yes, we have a virtual cafe on a Monday at 12 o'clock where people can just call in on Zoom, and we post the link on our Facebook page, which is Cafe Neuro. So anybody with a long-term neurological condition or somebody associated with that, friend, relative, or people who want to learn or support or be involved, you're very welcome to contact us that way. We're also looking for volunteers to come and support us. We have one fabulous volunteer who's a master's student at York University, and she's going to be putting on a virtual quiz over Zoom for us, where we're linking up with the MS Society group, Headway group, and I'm going to contact the Parkinson's group to see if they would like to join us to just have a kind of just a bit of fun, really. It won't be a big quiz because I think the Zoom is quite intensive and people find that they get tired very quickly. So it's going to be structured, and we've had lots of ideas from members of the group who've said, well, this is how it needs to be. They've done quizzes, they've done this, they've done that. And a lot of people struggle with the technology. So we've kept our Zoom cafe at the same time every week, the same code. So people don't have to think, oh, what were the codes? Just click on it. Click on the one you've got, or put the same codes in every week. So we're trying to support people contacting us and connecting, but it is difficult with the current situation for all of us. And at the moment, I'm all wrapped up because my heating's packed up. I apologise for my presentation of being up in a...
So don't you worry at all. So when things are functioning normal and indeed on Zoom as well, where are you getting most people from, Di? So is it just York? Is it York and the surrounding area? How far do you go geographically?
We cover the York area. We say York area only, but that covers a huge area. And we have had people coming from Scarborough because the York area, from the health services point of view, is a massive area. And we have had people asking if they could come along to our Zoom cafes with other difficulties. And we've had to say it is for people with a long-term neurological condition. They may also have mental health difficulties, they may have other physical things, there may be other difficulties they've got, or other illnesses, or, well, it's not an illness, but other things happening for them, or they may have an illness that they see other groups for. What we don't want to do is replace anybody. We don't want to replace any of the societies who do fantastic campaigning for people for a particular condition, like Headway, MS, Parkinson's disease, epilepsy, and there's loads of others that I can't think sitting here. But what we want to do is to have a group for people with all long-term neurological conditions, and the emphasis is on ability. What can you do? What are you doing? And to have it as creative. So we were hoping to put on art sessions, exercise sessions. We have had armchair yoga, which was good. And if people want to join, they join. And there were a couple of people who said they couldn't cope with it, so they didn't join. They had a chat in another room over a coffee. And so we're trying to make it more social and more low-level psychological support, so people can come and share ideas. And if somebody says, oh, I've got a problem with this, there's somebody in the group who will say, oh, I had that problem, or oh, I know somebody who had that problem and this is how they sorted it out, and trying to have an information source. So for things like benefits, where do you go to support out your benefits? And also with the PIP, everybody has struggled with PIP. And those people who've had very great difficulties, the group have rallied around and given each other support. And some people can contact each other outside the group, which is fine, because if it means that they can connect with others and make friends and have a more of a social contact, then that's, you know, fabulous. And we have found that some people who've come to Cafe Neuro have said, oh no, I don't like the support groups, I'm not really sure about going to whichever one it was. But having come to Cafe Neuro and said, actually, you know, it's really friendly and nobody's questioning me, nobody's saying, oh, you said that to me 5 times already. Nobody's critical, and we're all wanting to support each other. They've then been encouraged to join other societies and go to other places where they can get support for that particular condition and get resources or information, or talk to people with a similar difficulty with that condition. So we've helped people connect with others in other settings as well, which it seems, you know, I'm really excited. And having set ourselves up as a charity this year, the trustees are an amazing group of people, and it's the most positive thing I've done in many, many years. And I find it so exciting. And we just want to be able to get back out there and do things, but obviously it won't be till probably late spring, early summer next year, but that depends on the current situation.
Your passion for it really shows through, Di. It's just wonderful. And like you say, it seems to be a really lovely complementary service to all those other very dedicated support groups that are out there as well, and a place that's very enabling and positive to enable people to thrive, which is you've really got an amazing project there. So well done. I hope it goes from, you know, success to success. And certainly we'll be spreading the word and trying to refer some clients to you.
There are other places that are, people have contacted me from other places saying that they'd like to replicate the model or do something similar. So, I mean, I would be happy to talk to people. I can't take loads of things on, but to talk to people about, well, if you see a need, then go for it. Don't think that you can't do it because where you're going to be at the funding. We have no funding. We've got no money at all. Everything we've done has been for free. Everything we've done, we've had sponsorship from a number of sources, including yourselves. And you know, that's what makes the world go round. We would like to do some fundraising, and we do have a Just Giving page. And so people can help us, but at the moment we're not really sure. We can't spend any money. We haven't got any money, so that's not bad. But you know, if people are thinking that something like this sort of thing would help other groups, other people with different things that I don't really know anything about, then I'd be more than happy to say, well, to support them and say, look, just go for it. Just get out there and go for it, and find someone who knows a bit more about setting up a charity. And do it. It's a lot of work, but at the end of the day, I'm hoping Cafe Neuro is going to be worth it. And so far, our feedback has been good.
It sounds like it definitely will be worth it, yeah.
Absolutely. So how do we get in touch if we have people that would like, in the York area, that would like to attend or participate in Cafe Neuro?
We do have a website, which is www.cafeneuroyork, all one word, .org.uk, and there's a lot of information on there. We have a phone, which I have, and if people do ring it and I don't answer, please don't be offended, but I'll pick it up when I check it regularly, but I don't necessarily carry it with me. The phone number is 077 077 08244, and we do have an email as well, which is cafeneuroyork@gmail.com, I think. But that could be wrong. It is on the website. I'm doing that from memory. So, and that is checked reasonably regularly. One of our trustees, Ruth Stockdale from MS, she checks the emails regularly. So we do communicate between ourselves. So yes, and also we have our Facebook page, and the Zoom is posted on there. I'll probably be posting it today, ready for Monday, but the link is also on the website. So if people go to the website and click on that, it's the same link, it's the same every week at 12 o'clock, between 12 and 1 on a Monday. People can pop in, drop in and say hello, meet different people, and have a chat over a coffee, but you have to provide it yourself, obviously, being virtual. But once we get out there, then it'll be nice to meet more people and develop this further for what people say they want, and they will be the ones saying how it goes.
Wonderful. Thank you for that, Diane. And we'll be sure to include the contact details, website, and your Just Giving page at the end of this discussion as well. So thank you so much for your time this morning. It's been wonderful to hear about the project.
Thank you. Thank you.